Hey guys, welcome back to another video on Turkiye Burslari. In this video, I'm going to be explaining the letter of intent, how Turkiye Burslari defines the letter of intent, why it is important for you to write a letter of intent, and what Turkiye Burslari explains to be included in your letter of intent. Also, I'll be including my own tips for writing a good letter of intent, so I hope you guys find it beneficial. If you are new to my channel, by the way, you're very much welcome here. I am Baozar and I make videos basically on studying abroad. If you would like to see more of this, please click the subscribe button down there and don't forget to ring the bell so you get notified every time I upload. Alright, let's get into the video. Before I go into details, or before I give you guys some tips on writing a letter of intent, a good letter of intent, I think it is necessary for us to understand what letter of intent means. I mean, what does Turkiye Burslari define as a letter of intent? What do they mean by it? So I'm going to be reading out what Turkiye Burslari has put in the application portal, and I'm going to be explaining it to you gradually so that we can all understand what we are doing here, because I think it is very important to know what you want to do so that we know how to do it best. So according to Turkiye Burslari in the application portal, it says Turkish Scholarships is a highly competitive scholarship program which receives more than 100,000 applications annually from all over the world. For this reason, it is very important that you can explain yourself and why you should be chosen for a scholarship in order to be able to stand out among candidates with similar characteristics. The letter of intent and the academic study proposal mentioned below are the fields that are offered to you to express yourself better than the document you submitted in the application. Your performance in these areas will be effective in evaluating your application. Therefore, we would like to point out that carefully filling in these fields will make a difference from other candidates and will affect your evaluation process positively. You can write these fields in the language you can express yourself. Okay, so let's take that one by one and analyze it. Turkish Scholarships is a highly competitive scholarship program which receives more than 100,000 applications annually from all over the world. For this reason, it is very important that you can explain yourself and why you should be chosen for a scholarship in order to be able to stand out among candidates with similar characteristics. So Turkiye Burslari is basically trying to explain to us that they receive so many applications, and because of this, it's probably a bit difficult to choose the best of the best. Now, for example, in order for you to stand out among other candidates who probably have the same characteristics as you, characteristics in the sense that maybe they have the same result as you, maybe they kind of have the same social activities as you, by the time you rank everything, it seems both of you are on the same level. So they want to look for something that would distinguish both of you, so this is why the letter of intent is there. Let's continue. The letter of intent and the academic study proposal mentioned below are the fields that are offered to you to express yourself better than the document you submitted in the application. So this sentence basically is trying to explain that, okay, yes, you have submitted your document, we can see from the papers how good you are, but there are other people who are as good as you are. So this is your chance to kind of say, this is why you should choose me, this is why you should choose me over them, this is why I'm better than them, to speak for yourself apart from the document speaking for you. Your performance in these areas will be effective in evaluating your application. Therefore, we would like to point out that carefully filling in these fields will make a difference from other candidates and will affect your evaluation process positively. I would like to point out a very important keyword here, which is carefully. They say carefully filling in these fields will make a difference from other candidates and will affect your evaluation process positively. So it's not just about writing a letter of intent, it's about writing a very good letter of intent. That's what they are trying to say, in my opinion. And they are saying that if you do that, if you write a very good one, it's definitely affecting your evaluation process positively. So Turkiye Burslari is basically saying that this is an important part of your application. You guys write it well so that you can stand out, so that you can affect your evaluation process positively. Alright, so now that we've analyzed why a letter of intent is necessary according to Turkiye Burslari, now let's look at what Turkiye Burslari says should be in your letter of intent. According to Turkiye Burslari, In this section, it is expected to explain the following details: your academic and social experiences relating to the field you want to take an education, your reason for choosing Turkey for study, and the importance of your future plans for your education and scholarship in Turkey. You can write the letter of intent in the language you can express yourself. So let's look at these three carefully. It seems they expect your letter of intent to contain three basic things they have listed. Number one is your academic and social experiences relating to the field you want to take an education. So academic and social experiences could differ a lot. I mean, I just listed a few. There are so many. It depends on your situation. It depends on your country. So you check what you have done outside the classroom. It could also be inside the classroom as far as an academic and social experience that could help your application. Okay, so the next one is your reason for choosing Turkey to study. For this one, let me say this is one question that if you simply type it on Google, I think the same response would show for everybody all over the world, because Turkey is known for some basic things, and that is what every website would tell you first. One of it being that it is between Europe and Asia. So if you want to write your reason for choosing Turkey to study, I suggest you don't write these basic things that can be easily found on Google, because I think the admission officers have read it over and over again from different applications every year, and they're probably tired of seeing it. So they want you to write something new. They want you to write something fresh from yourself, something they probably haven't seen before. So you kind of need to make some research into how you studying your particular course in Turkey would help you, and what it means for you to study in Turkey, or what it means for you to study in a particular university in Turkey. It could be several reasons, you know. I just don't want you guys to write things like you love the food in Turkey, or you love the people, you love the hospitality, you love the fact that Istanbul is a great place between Europe and Asia. So these ones are so common, and I don't think it's going to help you guys. So please abstain from writing these basic details regarding Turkey. And lastly, Turkiye Burslari says the importance of your future plans for your education and scholarship in Turkey. So what they basically want you to explain here is your future plans. Yeah. They want you to tell them how you are going to use the scholarship and your education from Turkey to do something in your future. They want to know. So I think you guys need to give this some thinking. You kind of have to sit down and plan that, okay, this is what I want to do with my education, this is what I want to do with my scholarship, this is how I'm going to make use of the opportunity, and explain that to them, because I guess that is what they want to see from you. This one is a little bit tricky, I guess, but it's something you probably just need to give some time to think about and come up with something good. Lastly, they stated once again, you can write the letter of intent in the language you can express yourself. So please don't bother about translating to English or Turkish. Just write in any language that you are comfortable with. Alright, now that we've successfully analyzed why a letter of intent is important and explaining what they expect you to include in your letter of intent, let me now give you guys some of my own tips for writing a very good letter of intent. I'll first of all suggest you to read this question again and kind of analyze it one by one. If you look at everything at once, it kind of seems so difficult to answer the questions, but by the time you take it one by one, I say, okay, I'm going to address the first question today, then I answer the second question tomorrow, the third question the third day. I believe little by little you get there. Second advice for you guys is do not copy from the internet. Guys, I know it may seem like a difficult task. You may be searching online for something good and you see a very nice essay that's so perfect, and you just feel like, oh, I could use some words here, I could use some sentences here. Please do not copy. Do not do that. I mean, you could read so many essays, fine. Read them to get the ideas, look at the way the grammatical structures are, and learn from them and use it to write yours. Fine, there's nothing bad in that. But for you to just copy, paste, no. You can't do that, please. It's not beneficial for you. Okay, my third one is that you revisit it every day till you submit your application. Letter of intent, in my opinion, is not something you should just sit down and dedicate a day to. No, I don't think you should write it in one day. I don't think it is something you should finish in 1 hour. You should update it every single day. Let's say you have 5 weeks from January 10 to February 20. Let your first week be for you answering the 3 questions. Maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, then Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then for your second week, you should have combined the 3 of them to make a full letter of intent. Then for the third week, I think you should start checking for what to remove, what to replace, what to add, because by the time you sleep and wake up the next day, you definitely have 1 or 2 things to add, or you remember something you need to remove. So that is what the third week should be for. The first week, I think your letter of intent should be ready. You should start giving it to probably teachers or people who can help you proofread it, who can help you correct it, and probably add 1 or 2 things to it. And by the 5th week, you should have submitted. So this depends on you. This is just an advice. I mean, you don't have to follow this format. It's not necessary. The most important thing is to just keep checking it every time till you submit your application. If you are submitting your application in 2 days, then you can also check it every day until you submit it the second day. So this is completely dependent on you, but I'm just trying to explain how frequently you should check it and probably how to divide your time. My last tip for you guys is to research a lot. I just mean you should go to the internet, check for what you want. I mean, you can type any question on Google and you're going to get results. Also, if you want to check out for several universities that probably they don't have the websites in English, please type their names in Turkish and use it to search on Google, so that you can get some extra results that normally you won't get from typing in your language in Google. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. Sometimes when you type it in Turkish, it kind of produces some extra results. Then you can translate the page back to your language so that you can understand better what the page is saying or what the university's web page is saying. I think it's just going to help you see some extra things you probably wouldn't see in your language readily. Oh, I haven't said this. The letter of intent has a maximum of 3,000 characters. That's an average of 500 words. Yeah. So I think that brings us to the end of our video about letter of intent. I don't know, maybe there are some things I may have left out. Please don't forget to leave your questions in the comment section. I'll be glad to read them. I will try to answer them as well. Let me also state that in the application portal, there's a section just under the section for letter of intent that is for any additional info you want to add. This section, please use it wisely. If there is a problem in your application, or if you did not upload a particular document, or if you made a mistake somewhere, or if you feel there is a particular part of your application you need to explain to the person evaluating your application, I think you should use this section effectively. It also has a maximum of 3,000 characters, so you kind of have a lot of space to write a lot. Please make sure you include anything in your application that you feel should be explained. It is very important. But if you're okay, if you know you've done everything correctly, then you don't need to answer this section. It is completely optional. Okay, I hope this video was beneficial to you guys. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more. Okay, I hope you guys have a good one and I really wish you good luck. Bye. See you in the next one.